You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in, yeah. You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in, yeah.
It's time to relax from all the hype and grab a cup of the favorite tea that you like. On Mondays and Wednesday nights, don't forget about the Black Business Spotlight. You never know who you might see. It could be anybody, even a celebrity. So enjoy yourself, my friends, cause this is Mr. Q Show. Now get plugged in. Yeah.
You are tuned in.
That's right.
To Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in. You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in, yeah. You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show.
Swagger, 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 swagger. Swagger is a mindset, not a dress code. You should work on your career, job is just over broke.
Wait, ha, wait, ha, wait, ha, wait, ha.
Swagger dimmy,
Gain knowledge,
swagger dimmy,
have power,
swagger dimmy,
resilience,
swagger dimmy.
start winning.
Hey, good evening. Hello?
Can't hear me. Mic got to be on. Can't hear me. The mic ain't on. So,
Yeah.
so we tried this last week. So what we gonna do? We gonna do this again, and people can go back and watch it. And they can watch it over and over and over and over again. So we know that a few years ago you had a program called Swagger, and so what made you? I guess what made you start the program initially to begin with?
Um, well, I was in grad school at the time, and I was really deep into researching about the achievement gap and the school to prison pipeline and the opportunity gaps, and how our students of color, specifically our African American students, were being left behind academically, and opportunities that they were getting in careers in college. And it just wasn't enough prep out there for our students. You know, we do a lot of talk about, you know, we need to help our African American students, and our African American students need this and we need that. But there wasn't a lot of action going on. Nobody was coming up with a plan. It was just a lot of talk. And so that was back when the word swagger was really coming into play big time. Like, it was in all the music, it was in all TV shows, videos, like it was everywhere. But they were, you know, swagger is really, you know, you see somebody, somebody's physical appearance and what they have on, and how they carry themselves or whatnot, and they say, oh, they got that swag, man, they swag is on point, da 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 da. But being in the school system for all these years and working in the community and in churches and everything, and I was noticing that, you know, a lot of our kids have swag head to toe. I mean, their swag is on point, but when it comes to that academic swag, it was not on point. And so that's when I began to coin the phrase that swag is a mindset. It's not just a dress code, because you can be top notch on point from head to toe and have nothing going on up here. And so that is how I came up with swagger academic coaching your academic swag so that you can be able to get all of the resources to be successful in life globally, not just locally, but globally, meaning that if you swag your mind, you can go anywhere. So that's the background of swagger.
So, what is swagger basically about?
Swagger is basically about I have 6 principles of swagger, and I can talk about those really quickly. But I call them the 6 principles, or I used to call them 6 pillars. So whether pillars or principles, whichever, of swagger, and I had 6, and they're the components of what it means to be academically swag. And that is, 1, to have knowledge, meaning that you have acquired the knowledge and the adequate skills so that you can be able to enter into either the career force or into college to pursue your degree towards your career. So you're gaining that knowledge. You are confident, meaning that you're believing in self, which is, we all know that's sometimes self is our biggest obstacle. So gaining your confidence in yourself so that you can heighten your level of self-esteem as well as your level of self-awareness, being aware of who you are holistically in every aspect. Being dependable, that means that you can be trusted to adequately apply whatever knowledge and skills that you are learning to whatever situation, whether it be in college or career or in your community as well. You're responsible, meaning you're able to apply reason and use sound judgment in making decisions. So you're becoming a very sound decision maker. And then you're resilient. I mean, you're able to overcome all these obstacles. They say somebody throws lemons, make lemonade. Well, you making all the lemonade because you are able to overcome any obstacles that is coming at you. And then all of those together makes you qualified, like I said, globally qualified to pursue whatever career field, whatever your purpose is in life. So that's, in a nutshell, that's what swagger is all about.
So we're
developing the whole person.
We're gonna work on some things, and we're gonna go to a commercial real quick, and we're gonna bring up our Black Business Spotlight. Who is someone who we've had on the show before, and she's a big supporter. And she has several companies going on right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back with our Black Business Spotlight.
Would you like to learn phlebotomy? Do you need to improve? Would you like to learn phlebotomy? Do you need to improve your current skills as a phlebotomist? Do you need to continue your education or training for a quick job? Then Elite Art of Phlebotomy Training is the place for you. We offer a 4-week training for those who want to become a certified phlebotomist. We also offer a 2-day fast track workshop for those who might already know how to draw or maybe just want to refresh your course. At Elite Art of Phlebotomy, the goal is to provide both excellent phlebotomy training and patient care to all students to build their confidence in professional skills that is much needed in the healthcare field. Students will gain valuable experience in drawing blood as well as understanding the concept of blood collections. Our primary goal is to help students become skilled and exceptional with their art. We also provide CPR training for adults and children. So if you're interested in becoming a certified phlebotomist, call us now at 346-255-2192. That's 346-255-2192. Classes begin the first Tuesday of every month in Houston, Texas, and the first Saturday of every month in Bryan, Texas. Payment plans are available, and we also follow CDC guidelines. So contact Elite Art of Phlebotomy Training today, where phlebotomy is more than a skill, it's an art.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with our Black Business Spotlight, and we have again with us Shay Johnson of Elite Phlebotomy. Shay, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Hey, so it's good to have you back. So you got some new stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Yes, busy woman. Other than my phlebotomy school, of course, everyone else, I do the Elite Pro Lab as well. That's drawing blood in patients' homes, go to their jobs, or wherever. I also have actual brick and mortar where they can come in and get their blood work done as well out here in Houston. Also, I'm doing COVID testing, all of that.
So you've changed a lot of things. So you also
Yeah.
with the you're also doing COVID testing, and
Free.
you're doing the mobile services. So tell them about everything that you've done since the last time they actually seen you on the spotlight.
The lab. Okay, so the Elite Pro Lab has kind of boomed. Um, that it kind of boomed to where I have gotten a lot of more contracts to where I need to go draw patients at their home, as well as my like I said, my actual lab at the brick and mortar here in Houston. A patients can come in, get their blood work done, drug screens. Also do the free COVID testing, rapid COVID testing as well. Now I have branched into Braun, the free COVID testing. So they can come to Braun at a location and get a free COVID testing in Braun as well.
Okay. So have your students picked up since COVID? Have they slowed down? I know you still got
It
classes
has
going on.
still got classes. It has picked up. It has not dropped. None. I'm not complaining at all. I have actually been even more since your show, and I appreciate that. The thing about the class is now that I'm doing the free COVID testing, my students they won't be drawing blood for the COVID testing though, but they do have the opportunity to get with the company that I'm with and for a job to do the free COVID testing after they complete my course.
So with the COVID testing, is it hard to get a lot of people out? Has the testing slowed down? I'm just asking these questions because I see the news and they got all these different numbers.
Yeah, it's gonna pick back up. We was already talking about that, us and some more managers with the company that we're partnered with the COVID testing. I think it's gonna pick up because we just had the order to open everything back up and no mask is required. So we honestly, unfortunately, is we think the numbers is going to pick back up since no one will be protected, but we will be protected. I will continue the CDC guidelines regardless of what our governors say. I'm gonna keep it CDC. We still gonna keep the social distance. We still gonna keep it going. We're not going to no mask or open up. Everything needs to be with the guidelines, and I will still do that until we're at zero, and we're not at zero.
Yeah, we decided we gonna keep them old masks on. Me and Natalie was
Yes.
talking about it. Yeah.
Yep.
we gonna keep them old masks on. We ain't taking them old masks off.
That's
Especially
right. Keep mask on.
especially working at these schools. No.
Yeah.
No. So I got a question. Do you like as far as like the doing the blood and the phlebotomy? Because I mean, I really can't ask you questions about your business because we already know about your business. But where do you see? What else do you have? I know you got a lot of stuff under your sleeve. What else do you plan to do on top of all of this that you're already working on?
I think I'm gonna probably stop right there.
You gonna stop right
I,
there?
I think I'm gonna stop right there. I already told my husband I will be probably hiring some mobile phlebotomists because with the contracts that I'm getting they're getting overwhelming. I already
That's
have
good.
one. And I just can't do it with just between me and her is more and more. It seems like the more that I complete, the more they put on me, which is good. So be looking for that post. So if you got at least about a year from my old phlebotomist out there from my last year that's been already kind of going in the field already, inbox me and send me a resume because I will be hiring some mobile phlebotomists because I need
Me,
some help.
me and Nat probably go draw blood. I had to draw my eyes closed though.
uh, you need them open though. You got to have them open.
Yeah, Nat, you want to go draw some blood?
You know, I'm not even going front. I thought about it at one time. They're like, shoes. I mean, nothing wrong with learning something new.
That's
You draw
right.
some.
I'm just
That's
saying,
right.
never know. I'm
Look at
just
here.
saying.
I
Yep.
just don't
Just
like the
get in and
look.
get out.
I just don't like that
Mhm.
needle. That needle going in that skin. There's just something about that needle going in that skin. Well, it's just
Oh,
something.
it's okay. It's okay. Just get in and get out.
I'm talking about my skin.
That's all right. Oh,
I'm not
no, you
talking
ain't worried
about.
about you.
I'm not talking about. I stab everybody else. Hey, come here.
Hey, he be
It's
doing the
when it's
blood
your
like this.
turn. Yeah, exactly. Look, yeah. It is okay. It's okay. Now I can say, when it's my turn to sit in the chair, I do got kind of like, ooh. But yeah, but if you're on
Yeah.
this end, it's all good. It's all good.
Ooh.
Your kinfolk said hello, Mr. Donnie Nelson. He said hello. He said, "Hey, Thurman."
What's up? Yeah,
he over, he,
all of them.
he be over here
Mhm.
chilling. He come over here and chill with us. He talked about that needle too. He don't like that needle either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them needles, boy. Woo.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong
So
with
I
them
got a
needles.
question. How do you
Yes.
think, like, when Natalie even started Swagger back, how do you think education ties into phlebotomy? I mean, because I know you have
Mm-hmm.
to they
Mm-hmm.
have to learn, they have to, study.
Yeah.
Like, what types of basics, like if they wanted to, like, say, um what type of basic classes like math and science and reading and all of those, do
Mm-hmm.
any of those apply to phlebotomy when you're learning, like, the certification that you have, the degree that you have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's all the basic education. You of course you have to know how to read, write, your math, because there's really not a lot of math in phlebotomy because it's
Hmm.
really drawing the blood and bye.
So
Let them go.
you don't need
Yeah.
to know how many platelets off in the. Oh, so you don't do that. You don't like.
I don't. I don't break it
Okay.
Y'all
down.
take it
Okay.
to the place to
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
That's what the medical
Gotcha.
technologists do. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
phlebotomists, we just draw your blood and let you go.
So
See you in the morning.
Okay.
have you ever thought about doing that?
What medical technologists?
Uh-huh.
That's
It's a
more
lot of work.
studying for me. That's more school. I already have a bachelor's
Yeah, a
degree. I
lot of
think I'm
studying.
done with
A lot of
school.
studying. I said,
Go ahead, girl. You got
I'm
go
done with school.
going back and get in there. Going back and get into school. Get on in there and
I'll
do
be going for a
something.
master's then.
Yeah, well,
it.
Yep.
I'm sitting up working on the masters now.
Well,
So yeah,
bless you.
so Nat,
Huh?
I got a question. She ain't got anything to do right now. She don't do blood in the daytime.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so I got
That's
a
right.
question. With Swagger Academics, like, what age group is it adults, kids? You go from high school to elementary? Do you have a do you have a GED program that you can introduce? I know about the program. I want you to tell people,
Mhm.
like, what all you plan, like, that you used, because I know you used to like teach people how to enroll in college and teach people how to
Right.
fill out FAFSAs and teach people all these different things. Are you still planning to do that, or are you just going to focus on
No, absolutely. And what a lot of people don't seem to always remember is that middle school is actually the prime time to begin planning for your future, especially the way that schools and diplomas and everything are aligned here in Texas. I was talking with one of my coworkers the other day, and she's actually not from Texas. And I said, you do know that in 8th grade, students in Texas, they choose an endorsement that they follow in high school, meaning that they learn about the 8 different, is it still 8? It's not they added a new one. But anyway, they learn about the 8 different career fields. And as an 8th grader registering for high school, they have to choose an endorsement, and they follow that endorsement track all the way through high school. And so a lot of people are like, 8th grade? Yes, 8th grade. So literally, I would really like to start starting even at middle school. I used to talk about building up your middle school and high school resume. Like, just think of all the things that some of these kids have going on, either in the community, with their community sports, community outreach, in their churches, in different clubs. Just think of how powerful their resume would be graduating if they had all of their accomplishments and everything in one spot. Just think about your week in dealing with scholarships. Just think if that student would have had a high school resume. So I'm gonna really focus on that a lot. But a high school resume that would have helped them in that scholarship application process, because whenever that scholarship asks for this and asks for that, all they have to do is pull out their resume and update it with everything, and then boom, they got all the information in one place. So it's going to be all inclusive starting 7th grade all the way up to adulthood, because you're never too old to learn. When I was in grad school with 21-year-olds and people who had 21-year-olds. You know what I mean? So
That's right.
Oh
it's going
Lord,
to be all inclusive.
your daughter found you. She always finds you, don't she, Shay? Her daughter
Yes,
found.
she does. Oh,
She said the best assistant. So with COVID, do you think it's going to affect Swagger, or will it make it? I think it'll make it better. But what do you think? Like, it's going to put you more in tune with the virtual world? Because you've always been I know you don't think so, but you've always been a computer geek as far as I'm concerned, because you stayed on the computer. So do you
Right.
think it's going to make it harder, or will it be a breeze for you to, continue to do this with all that's going on?
I'm not gonna say it'll be a breeze, but like I used to go out and do a lot of motivational speaking in different communities and traveling and whatnot. And that was before the age of Zoom and Google Hangout and Facebook Live and all that stuff. And so honestly, I think that this will help um, expand how much reach Swag will actually have. Because even if I can't travel to meet with you, or travel to assist you, or travel to coach you, or travel to come and speak to a group of you, we have this, just like this platform right here. I can reach everywhere, and to me, it really goes into that overall goal of Swagger. Like when you asked me earlier, what was one of the goals, and I talked about being globally ready. I feel like this is a way that Swagger can be global. I mean, I can reach Texas, we can reach wherever. And then I'm actually building a solid team this time. Last time I had one assistant, and her and I, we hit the pavement hard. And then it got to the point to where it was just me. And then that's when things really got limited. But with technology and all of the platforms that we have, and then this team that I'm building is so super strong, and they're just as competent as I would like to be in technology, that I mean, I'm excited about it. Once we really, really get up and running and word gets out that Swagger is back, and we get the website to the point to where it's very informational. So we're working on that now. And then we've actually added an element this time, because I did not have a training or educator element last time. It was strictly just for students and community members. But I actually have an educator element where I'm going to be offering professional development like we did last summer. Because a lot of teachers want to know, how can we help students be more prepared when they graduate from high school, and especially, like I said, our students of color, our African American students, because like I said, I don't like to go into the data, and I'm not going to go into it now, but data shows that, we are there, that gap is still there. And I know our African American kids have potential. Just like we have potential. They have the potential, if not more, to do everything that we're doing and more. So I'm just excited about it. And then having that educator piece is really gonna be solid, because whatever training and whatever we do with the educator, just think that's going back directly into the classroom. So it's not just in the community, it's not just in the churches anymore. This is a way of us getting into those classrooms. So it's gonna be good. I hope I answered your question. I feel like I went all the way around the bus, but
So as far as the churches, you mentioned
Mhm.
schools. Are you planning to liaison people uh to get in touch, connect with people at the
Mhm.
churches, connect with people in the schools, connect with people
Absolutely.
in the juvenile facilities, uh all these different places? Because right now education is very, very important because of
Mhm.
the way the world is headed now. A lot of our kids are probably going to be what we've been using, lost in the sauce, because Shay doing phlebotomy. This is
Mhm.
probably one of the biggest outlets for
Yes.
the women, especially our women with these single parent women. I know you get a lot. I know you get a lot of them, but probably get a lot of married women, but you get a lot of these single parent women because they need a job, and
Right.
a lot of
Mhm.
them get certified. And what
Mhm.
happens is some of them get lost in the sauce because they don't have the certifications, they don't have the know-how.
Mhm.
um, a lot of our kids are dropping out of school.
Mhm.
So hopefully you'll be able to kind of tap into those different areas. I know you did in the previous, because like you said,
Mhm.
at first you were kind of moving around from school to school, city to city,
Mhm.
different states. Um, so I think it'll be easier to, like you said, use the platform, but getting into the prisons and getting into, not
Mhm.
the prisons, the juvenile facilities, anywhere where those
Right.
little kids are. Um, and I think being able to tap into, find out with Swagger, I think Swagger will be able to kind of tap into a child more intimately than school, because a lot of times the teachers
Mhm.
don't have that time
Right.
to get that one-on-one with those kids. You can call and talk to the parents, say, can we talk? Because you got so many rules at the school, you can't just randomly just call a parent because you have a concern. You can only do it
Mhm.
certain conference times. And so I think that's going to be a really good deal um,
Well,
when
see,
it
and
comes.
Swagger is going to help those teachers to build those relationships with those students, which will in turn build those relationships with those parents, so that they can have a better working relationship. It's kind of also helping to close that home to school gap, because there's a huge home to school gap. It's almost like, instead of us coming together, we're warring against each other. Everybody wants to play the blame game. The school wants to blame home, the home wants to blame school. It's time for us to come together. And so, with working with educators now, they'll be able to learn more about the cultures and the races in their classrooms and be able to reach them, which will help them to be able, like I said, reach those parents. And I do have a community outreach person that I actually just brought in like an hour before we hour before we came on our meeting.
Nelson.
I'm See, I was just about to say I'm not revealing my team members yet. We're gonna have a
Well,
reveal on spring break.
well,
But
I had to tell that one because let me tell y'all something. Let me
but
tell y'all
he
something.
when it comes to community,
Hey,
the community knows him and he knows the community.
that's what I'm about to say. I'm gonna tell y'all, Shay. I'm gonna tell you something about your cousin. I'm gonna tell you this. He probably hear me. I tell him all the time the impact that he has in the community with adults and kids.
Hmm.
he's right there in the middle. He's at that age where he can relate to the kids, but he's also at that age where he understands old people because he's raised by his granny. And
Yeah.
and with I was telling Natalie, with a program like Swagger, I mean, it don't, if you got a person like that, and he does have a demanding situation. Sometimes he can demand you to do something. Hey, I need you to come and do this. Not will you come and do this? And that's sometimes you
I'm
need
on my
that.
way.
Yeah, you need it with parents, especially. Sometimes you got to tell parents, hey, I need you to come and check on your son, or I need you to come to this meeting. A lot of what we do, we give them choices. You know, we give them choices. Like, I'm sure when you do your classes, you know, you got to say, hey, I need you to come to class. You know, I need you to learn this. If you don't learn it, guess what? You know, in your case, they don't wasted money. But you know, but when you have that gift of gab, on the other hand, he has compassion. So when you have those, and that's one thing I like about Shay, when you did, even when I came to your class, I was like sitting, I was like, dang, I could draw blood too.
Right.
After she finished, I learned something. Like, she literally, I don't even know, maybe she don't want to be a teacher. I don't even know why she's not in the classroom, because she was so engaged, Natalie, like those teachers that's like
I
engaged.
saw the video. That's my favorite part is when she's walking around and she's doing this part right here. I keep on asking, like, what technique what are you teaching when you're doing this?
I'm teaching them the three main veins. I was teaching the three main veins in their arm and how to palpate for the vein. Then push is the palpate. Yep.
See,
so,
that's how I wanted to know that.
And so I left her on here because of, you know, she's a teacher. You know, she may not realize it, but she's a teacher.
Have you thought about this, Shay? I'm just asking.
You would never guess that, but I'm shy. I was shy.
Me too.
I don't stand in front of classrooms.
But you know what,
talk.
Shay?
I never did that in class. Never.
Right. Well, believe it or not, me neither. I am not a talker, especially in front of large crowds. I mean, my voice get to shaking, and that I tell Q, that's why I don't like doing solos in church. I be holding that mic. They like, we can't see, but it's just something about when you get in that classroom and like you're so confident in what you're teaching. You know what you're teaching. I mean, I'm just saying, it would just flow. And then with all these C-Tech programs coming up now, like, you don't have to be a certified teacher. Like, districts have programs in place to where they're hiring people in the professional field. I'm just saying. I've been thinking about that a long time.
Hey, I've been told to do that too, because I mean,
and that would be a good field.
19 years up here. It's 19 years of phlebotomy up here. I've been doing it a long time. And
that would be a good deal if that would be a good deal if the schools did. I mean, because you know the it's endless opportunities with the kids. I mean, in school, you have to give them endless opportunities. Like, they have barber, they have
they have cosmetology, and
cosmetology. They have in school. You know, they have auto mechanics. They have, so with something like phlebotomy, I don't know if anybody even ever thought about it.
And see, in Houston, they have health profession high schools. So just saying, I mean, we have Hammond Oliver, but they have like whole high schools.
We jumped off the subject a minute, but hey, that's just something I just wanted to do right there.
I had thought about that before.
Yeah, I just kind of like, hey, you know, she could be a good teacher.
She could.
Yeah. So
it can be an option. Swagger, it can be an option.
Do it. Do it. With Swagger, do you okay, let's go back. What percentage would you say of the students that you've worked with ended up either in college or in the working field? Because I know you work with a lot of them. They see you all the time.
Oh, I'm not gonna say 100% because it's always that one. But I'd say at least 85% of them are either right now, they're either in college, have graduated college, they're in a career field, like they took up a trade, they're all successful in some kind of way. And that's another thing, I said in the trade field, I hate for one thing. I hate for a high school counselor to do is tell a kid that they're not college ready, or they, oh, you're not college material. I mean, who are we to say who's college material and who is not? They might not be at 18, but they might be at 25. You know, I just saw on Facebook today, one of my students, I didn't even know. One of my students, I taught her in 6th grade. She's a student at Prairie View right now. I didn't even know that. But I mean, she's grown. She grown. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And so I would say at least about 85% would be a really good number, between 85 and 90%, because like I said, I don't know one right now that is not doing something either in a career field, in a trade. They're all being successful, and they're all busy working with somebody else. Like, for example, Jarvis McGee, he's actually a recruiter for TAMU Kingsville. Just either finish his master's, working on his master's or whatever. I mean, he worked tight. He was tight with Swagger. He even started one of his own programs, working with some of his peers from working with me and Swagger. I mean, so I mean, nothing but success. And lifelong relationships. We're all still well, we all grown now. So I say friends, whether it be Facebook friends or I consider them family. I always tell them, once my kid, always my kid. So, just 85, 90%. Yeah.
So that's good. So we when Swagger when you start, y'all, I'm sorry. This what happens when my platforms are not working right. I get a little lost. But we know that with the Swagger academics coaching, like I said, you've helped people gear them to get their GED. You send them to college. Have you ever worked with as far as like within the prison system? Because a lot of guys go to prison, they don't get the GED. Have you ever had anybody say, "Hey, can you help my husband? He's in prison. He's getting out of prison. He needs a GED." A lot of them don't get their GED when they go to prison. A lot of them, or not necessarily prison. A lot of the older people our age, will you be accessible to those people? Because they think after a certain age, you can't get your GED at 45, but you can.
But you can. And that's what I was talking with Donnie earlier. If anything, Swagger is mostly a resource, a community resource, meaning that I've always said that, I never claim to know everything. I never claim to have all the answers, but I feel like I have built up such a resource of people that you can contact me, and I know who I can contact to help you get the answer that you need if I don't. So like as far as GED, I've helped be a resource for people to get their GED, whether it be, young or older. So yeah, that's definitely a part of it. The sky is the limit. I haven't had anybody as far as like in the prison system or re-entering into society or whatever, but I can definitely be a resource. I may not have all the answers for that because that's not my area of specialty, but I do have resources to be able to reach out so that they can get the help and the answers that they need. Yeah, it's all about, and that's what it's all about, being a resource. Never claim to be an expert and a know-it-all in everything. My expertise is in education. So when it comes to that, I feel like I can answer just about every question. And if you go below 5th grade, not so much, but I have a resource for that. Now that I'm in the high school realm and I've actually done research in the high school area, I still don't know everything, but that's another ladder of resources that I have, because I can point you in the right direction. I can connect you with the right person, with the right organization, with the right company, whatever the case may be. So I don't claim to know everything, but definitely can be a resource.
So, do you already have your contact information? I know you say you have a website and email address. I know it's on Facebook as well. So, what is the website that they can find if they need services from Swagger?
Okay, the website is www.swagademics.org. That's SWAGADEMICS.org. And Facebook page is Swagger Academic Coaching. And I'm on Twitter as Academic Swag. And I haven't done Instagram yet, but it's coming. But
so it's swagademics.org. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have children, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to reach out to someone. Don't be ashamed to reach out to Natalie. Hey, if you have children who needs that extra push, I said needs with an S. Lord have mercy. That need that extra push. If you have questions, she's going to have endless things on the website. And I know she didn't think about talking about that, but her website is going to have anything from links to books that you can read to.
There's a scholarship tab. There's a college and career tab. There is an educator tab, which is where, like he was mentioning, there'll be like book list, list of articles, like just different resources, as well as upcoming trainings or meetings or and one tab I do need to add on there is a parent tab, but the parent tab is kind of going to be intermingled within the scholarship and the college and career tab, because like right now it says welcome parents, community members, and students, meaning that you might not have any kids of your own, but you're active in the community and you want to be able to share resources with maybe your youth department or your organization or your sports team or your godchildren or grandchildren, whoever, so it's a resource for parents. It's a resource for community members. It is a resource for definitely a resource for students. And then, like I said, educators, there is a tab specifically there for educators as well. Yep. Oh, there it is. And I already have our contact me page up. While we're in the process of building our website, if you want to contact us about anything, questions, something that you want to see, I'm always going to do my best to keep it up to date, but it's up and live and ready for you to contact us for whatever academic needs question that you have.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. And y'all can tell this is Natalie's baby, and she is excited about it. And listen, that's what y'all want. You want somebody excited about what they do. That's just like Shay. She's excited about sticking those
Shay,
people.
I'm gonna be getting with you. Every time I see you post a video or I'm like, man, I gotta connect with her some kind of way with Swagger, because I'm like, man, I love what you're doing, and you just growing. Your company is growing by leaps and bounds. Like I'm just like, man,
I want to be like her when I grow up.
Like she got the academic swag for real.
I want to be like.
And the fact that you bring it back home to your own community, like you didn't move away and was like, I'm gonna go be successful somewhere else and forget about your community. Like the fact that you have for your own community, that's just awesome. Because we have a lot of people that move and say, I ain't never coming back.
I want to be like Shay when I grow up.
I never forget about home. I never forget about home.
That's right.
I'm trying to find your website, but I don't know how to.
Oh Lord, Elite Art. Elite Art of Phlebotomy. No, just one art.
Well, you said
there it is, right there.
Elite Arts. All right, ladies and
There it
gentlemen,
is.
this is also the elite art for yeah.
Yeah, that.
Phlebotomy.
Lord Jesus help me. Oh, phlebotomy, y'all.
Lobotomy.
And here's a website where you can register.
Yep.
And you can, you can get to drawing people and sticking people with needles.
That's
Love it.
right. And the Elite Pro Lab. And then also I have the Elite Pro Lab, ms.com.
So you have a website for that one too as well. Wow. So you've been working.
Yep.
That's what I mean.
I
Y'all be
told you that
working.
she been on it. Like, don't go to
I did
sleep
my
because
own
you gonna wake
website.
up.
Look,
I did my
y'all
own
sit up
website.
there and
That's
y'all
what's
sit up
up.
there, both of y'all sit up there and just website it. I woke up one morning and let's say I'm bringing swagger back. I was like, okay, cool. The next morning, boom, the website's up. I'm like, okay, so
Yes, sir.
Yep.
you already knew this, huh?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't. Well,
That
maybe I
drive,
do.
yeah.
What?
I
Wait a minute.
think
What you say? You don't have
I
what?
don't have that drive.
Whatever. I'm not even gonna get started, Shay, because
I
don't.
know.
I don't.
you already know.
Don't play. Yeah.
I don't
I
have
tell
that
you what
drive,
we're talking
y'all.
about.
I don't have that
Mm-mm.
drive, y'all.
We know he
But
don't sleep. We know he don't
but I
sleep.
am going.
Ever. Like I
I
asked him
am.
this morning, did you go to sleep last night? Every time I looked up, you
Yeah,
were working on something else.
yeah,
I
posting
am
at 10
going.
o'clock in the morning, just posting.
Right.
Boy, go to bed. Go to bed.
Yes.
I am gonna find out why my Facebook is not liking me. Like it literally told me I was not. Now it gave me another 7 days.
Oh,
So it's a
wow.
problem
Another 7
within.
days? Wow.
It's got to be a problem
Wow.
within my platform.
Mhm.
So I got to find out what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this platform itself was actually reported, targeted, or hacked or something. So,
Mm.
but yeah, y'all, and there were people that tuned in, and we're glad for those people. It was like 8, 9, 10 people tuned in on YouTube. Maybe we'll try something different. Maybe we'll strictly try YouTube. Who knows? It's always good to try something different. But ladies
Right.
and gentlemen, remember, swagger academics, keep it in your mind. We gonna blow your face. Even though I can't go live, that don't mean I can't pre-record a video and post it.
That's right.
So
Right.
so yeah, I can pre-record a video and I can post it. So hey, I got it either way it go. I got it one way or the other. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
anyway, you got anything else you want to say, Nat, to the people? Because you know they're gonna play this back and watch it. So
What happened? Oh, there we go. No, I'm good. Just thank you for this platform. And thank you for letting Swagger debut again on the platform. And Shay, thank you for joining in with us. Appreciate you
Yes,
being
ma'am.
on the platform with Swagger.
Yes,
Y'all just
ma'am.
be looking out for more
so the
information coming.
so the
It
next time y'all see Swagger, we gonna do an actual. We had the this basically is just a launch. This will let you know it's
Mm-hmm.
about to go down. But the next
Next
time
time
she
I'm gonna have a
come, they're gonna
team
have a
with me. My
team
team
with
will be with me. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yes,
That's
team gonna
good.
be
The
with her.
team gonna be strong, boy. I'm excited about my team.
So you
I
have
just need one more
anything,
person.
Shay? Anything you want to let the people know? You got classes coming up, or
Yeah,
I'll tell them. Oh, go ahead.
tell him. Go
No,
ahead.
I was gonna
You know
say,
it.
I was gonna tell them. Was it the first Saturday every month
There you go.
in Bryan, right? First Saturday.
And the first Saturday of every month. 4
First
weeks.
Saturday. I know because I had to learn that. The first
You got
Saturday
to
of
learn
every
that.
month. No,
Yep.
but
Yep.
also, y'all, I say for the older people, I'm gonna say this because this is probably off subject a little bit. Y'all know what the governor said the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I say for older people, younger people, listen, don't stop wearing those masks, man. Don't whatever people telling y'all. If it's necessary, if you feel like you got to get the test, go get the test. If you sick, if you getting those symptoms, don't sit at the house with those symptoms and make somebody
Right.
else sick. If you go to bed at night and you coughing and all that stuff, and that cough lasts 6, 7 days,
Right.
you got the something. You got the something.
Right.
If I get a cough, it's gonna last about a day or two. I'm gonna drink me some tea and it's gone. But if I get the coughing about
or
7 or 8
Natalie
days,
gonna kick you out.
spray
Or
me
Natalie
out.
gonna kick you out.
She gonna spray me out. Make me wear my mask. Make me
Walk
wear my
around with a
mask to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that mask on. Quit coughing. But
Yeah.
but if you hey, one night I did wear my mask to sleep because I was coughing. And she was like, "Oh, wait." I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just put my mask on. And I said, I'll never do it again because I cough worse. I cough worse with the mask on.
Yep.
But yeah, folks, on a serious note, listen, y'all don't listen to these people telling y'all. And then I got something else I want to talk about. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm talking about next week how y'all want to make God do everything. Y'all putting too much on him. God gonna watch over us. Listen, he done already told you what to do. He gave you the mask and he gave you vitamins from the earth to take. You don't want to take them. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up having to go see Shay because now you done coughed and stuff. Now you got to see if you got COVID.
Gotta call the elite lab.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's the only way you can get back to work. See, she the ticket back to work. So listen, y'all gonna listen.
I am.
You gonna learn.
And everybody and just let everybody know in Braun. So I just launched my the free COVID, and just let y'all know the address is 2102 South Texas Avenue in the parking lot of City Trends. Everybody knows City Trends. City Trends, Firestone. I'm right there on the corner. You don't even have to get out your car. Just pull up. You can register. I've been posting the QR code where you can just scan that and just do a little mini registration and just pull up. Just pull up. You don't have to get out your car. And it's a swab. It's a self-administered swab where you just put at the tip end of your nose. You don't have to go to the brain, as they say. Just a little little swab, and then you're done. We also do saliva. You don't want to do the nose, we have saliva test as well, and it's free. So even know your status.
Don't you have the test? Don't you do the test for the pregnant folk or something like that?
I do. If you want to know your gender, I do that too.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gender,
it's a sneak peek. So if you're pregnant at least 8 weeks, and you want to know if it's a boy or girl, I can draw your blood, or one of my phlebotomists can draw, and they are just 129, and you can get it back within the 24 hours.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See,
she grinding.
Yeah.
She grinding. Y'all grinding. Y'all.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
be like y'all when I grow up. Shoot.
Now it's a mobile lab every day.
It's every day. And I also have the same for all my Houston people that's watching. I also have my location. You can come to location in Houston as well. 16506 FM 529 Suite 115. We also can be out there in the parking lot as well. If you see a little blue tent, pull up. Same thing. Pull up and we can do free COVID testing. Yep. And I have the rapid too. So if you want to know right now, like 15 minutes or less, I do that too.
Somebody asked, is the rapid test
he
free
just
too?
asked it.
The rapid test is not free, unfortunately. and look who asking. Look who asking. No.
Hey, you know why he asking? Shoot, he play at church on Sundays. He got to make sure he right.
That's right.
He got, he busy now. You talking about busy? He busy than all three of us together.
Hey, hit me up, Donnie. I got you, Kinfolk. Just let me know. Now I'll be there on Saturday. So anybody that need anything like the rapid, I'll be there on Saturdays for class, of course. I can bring it down and I can train my staff to do the rapid COVID testing, and you get the results right then, 15 minutes or less.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right on. Working women working. One day I'm gonna work like that. I'm gonna work. I'm trying to come up with some businesses. I'll find me some businesses or something.
I'm trying to be on the beach. I'm trying to be on the beach somewhere and let everybody else work. I'm just trying to.
You are well on the way. That's what's
I'm
up.
trying to learn how to start a business. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
If I can learn how to start me a business, boy, I'll be cold motor scooters, like they used to say, cold motor scooter.
Cold motor scooter. That's right.
But so that's good, y'all. To see. Wait a minute. Who is that? He said, "I don't need it. I don't need it this week. Thank God for that." So,
Well, good.
so yeah, y'all. Like I said, is the reason I kept Shay on here because I want people to see that we have people who really working. And it's trying to help. You know, both sides. Nalin, she rebooting Swagger because she's trying to help. Like we y'all, if y'all knew, me and Nalin talk about that one day on another show. If y'all knew how much help our kids needed, y'all listen. Listen.
And put all the business out there, but trust me. But you know, I
Listen,
thought about it last night. I was watching that show on TV, and it was like, you know what? Oh, I was watching it. Disrupting Dismantle. We was watching that special on BET Sunday, and I was like, oh, I get it. We just haven't got mad enough yet.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
you got to get
we
mad.
just haven't got mad. Like, that was one tactic that I used to use with my students. Like, I got, y'all know what they said about y'all? And I would just go, just stealing. And the more I talk, the madder they got.
Yeah.
And that fueled them
And
to
but
be
you,
like, that's not me. We ain't
Yeah.
got mad enough.
the
Our
kids not
community haven't
hungry.
got mad enough
They ain't got mad
about the
enough,
right
and
stuff.
they ain't got mad enough. They ain't got hungry enough. If we
Mm-hmm.
got mad enough and hungry enough, I'll tell you this before I go, before we go, I'll tell you. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this. I done learned so much working in that college and career center about our kids, and I'll tell you, our kids, they want it handed to them. Because that's the way they've been raised. They want it handed to them. They want you to chase them down. They want you to beg them to do stuff, not realizing it's free money for them. You know, I've introduced, we got kids that want to do nursing. They don't want to fill out the application, Shay.
Yeah.
We got, so like I say,
You
with
gotta want
Swagger,
it bad enough.
yeah. And Swagger is basically going to be able to help these parents boost those kids because parents, they know, but they don't really know how to boost. You can't yell at them, cuss at them, and holler at them. You're going to be like your old deadbeat daddy or your ugly mama. You know, I heard people saying it all the time. But
Right.
Yeah.
you got to be able to boost them. You can't sit there and beat them across the head all the time. There are ways to boost them. I walked up to a kid today. I said, man, don't you like money? Yeah. I said, you going to college? Man, I think I'm gonna go to technical school, but you still like money, right? I said, man, I got over $70,000 in my room right now. For real? I was like, yeah. This was last week. You know what that boy did? He came in there, he granted scholarship applications, he had his mama sign them, and the boy's GPA was off the charts. But I'm like, dude, you already got a good GPA. Why you hadn't done this? I don't know, man. You know, it's so much work. But then he realized it wasn't a lot of work, so we had to show him.
Yeah.
You know, if we don't show them, I talk about
It's
this
part
stuff
of that
all
gap
night.
too, because our kids aren't always made aware of everything.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's
guess
another
what?
show.
Yep.
Yes, another show, Nat.
That's another show.
Another show. See, Shay still got a job. Shay wake up. Shay wake up in the morning. She can go to work. Look, you say the wrong thing.
I'll be done with my job by 11 o'clock. 11, 12,
Hey, look,
I'm done.
but look, we say the wrong thing. We gonna need to work phlebotomy or take pictures or something.
Right, I'm gonna be in your class Saturday.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah, some things it may be in the head, but you can't say it. It's just some things you just do not say. Yeah. So we figured that out though. By watching other people around us, but they saying some crazy stuff. We're not really saying crazy stuff.
They walk past you looking like this.
Right.
Like, what was you talking about? None. Don't worry about it. We're talking about nothing.
I didn't say that. That ain't what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
But ladies and gentlemen, listen. We're gonna do our best to figure out what's going on with the platform, y'all, because we were really looking forward to being on Facebook. We know that's probably where the bigger majority of the followers are, or the people that look on. We may have to build some other type of way on Facebook. I might have to go incognito underground and come back up like I've done before. I'll hit a layer in a minute and start a page, and y'all be like, "Is that you?" Yep, that's me. But anyway, y'all, we thank you for coming out, Shay, and talking about your business again. Y'all don't forget the classes are every first Saturday in the month for 4 weeks. That ain't a long time, 4 weeks. And
payment plans accepted. I do payment plans, so you don't have to talk with the whole.
And she do.
Yep.
She do payment plans. Yep. She does. Now, she don't do no, hey, hook your sister up. She don't do those.
Not that payment plan.
She do payment plan. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Swagger Academics, the information on the website, that information is free. Your tutoring and all of that. I know she probably has prices for that, but you'll have to contact her about all that information. But the information is there, folks. When she put the information up, go get the information. Go find out what you need to know about the next testing dates. All these different things are going to be on that page. Find out how to work with a child who has some type of learning disability, but you can't really get to them the way you want to get to them. If she doesn't know the answer, her motto is, if she don't know the answer, she'll find it. That's right. Yep. You'll find it, right? Tell them.
I'll find it.
She don't know the answer.
Sleep till I find it.
Yeah, she'll sit up all night.
All night.
If she got to go to a book, if she got to call the people that know the people that know the people.
Yep, they know I'll text. My eyes open. You free to be text.
she will get the information. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank y'all for tuning in. And look, we're going to get this thing right. So we're going to be back Monday. So I got some fellas that's going to be here Monday. So I got to have this right. I got 3 authors, y'all. They got an awesome book coming out. No, that's Wednesday, not Wednesday. Monday, I'm going to be talking about the school to prison pipeline. I might have Natalie come back in with me on that one. What you say, Natalie? The school to prison.
Do my research tonight.
Yeah, she got to catch up on research because I've been researching this bad boy for years. So we're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. So good to see y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, thank y'all for coming in. Look, the folks that did tune in on YouTube, we're going to try to be back on Facebook next week. Hopefully y'all pray because I think the devil is busy. I had to get church on it. The devil is busy on this YouTube. But ladies and gentlemen, always remember that you got to stay plugged in. Peace.
You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in, yeah. You are tuned in to Mr. Q Show. Get plugged in, yeah.
It's time to relax from all the hype and grab a cup of the favorite tea that you like. On Mondays and Wednesday nights, don't forget about the Black Business Spotlight. You never know